and today is the day. It's about 7 in the morning. I've been up for half an hour. Actually, the first time I've been up this early since the first lockdown. It's a killer, so got me latte, finished this. Be on the road, go and pick the big one up. There we go. On the road. Got any masks? I've got one. I'll go find a mask. Oh. Not on the road. Fucking mask there.
It's persisty walloping down on the M62. If it was any wetter, if I was any wetter today, I'd be wetter than dolphin piss. But we're on the M62, we're on our way up, we're on our way back. Have we been, or are we going? I can't remember. But anyway, by the time we get home, we'll have another car in the garage.
We're in Doncaster. We're about to pick the car up. Smoking to fuck, but at least it's running. Gotta get out of there. But at least it's running. Gotta get out of there. We are out. Trailer's parked up the road there. Have to be careful with the neighbours. Well, this is an RV Dynamics Nemesis based on a Koenigsegg Ferrari Testarossa. It's got a V12 in it. And this is the new project.
I've just seen through the mist and the rain, a yellow glow. There's a yellow glow in front of that wagon. We're only doing 70. Aye, 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 aye. What's this coming up? Rolling, rolling, rolling. If them wheels are rolling. Oh, there's the new Troy. There's something sneaking up the street. There's our new Troy. Going in that garage or wherever you want. No, we're just moving out the way for you. This is the new project. Lots of cleaning, lots of reconditioning. It looks funny, we're only having one wing mirror, but the other wing mirror's on the seat. Yeah, and there you go. So we're going to have a good look around it now, do some videos of the before and after, and then we go from there. Okay, we've just learnt one important lesson. It's gonna need some boards to get off the curb, look. Because it hasn't started for 5 years. It's smoking its ass off. But like you say, what I've got to do is put a new fuel pump on it and all of that. So check the alternator belts, just make sure everything's right, and we'll fill it with fluids, fill it with fresh fuel, and we'll just let it run for half an hour. So the first thing we're going to do is take the fuel tank out, check all the fuel lines, clean the front of the engine bay out. I'm not sure if I locked that. No, I didn't. Alright, so yeah, the first thing we're going to do, take all this apart, clean all this out, paint all that, get us all sorted and set up, maybe put a swale pot in there if we think it needs one, and a bigger, uprated, more modern fuel pump. Once I've done that, we can take the bulkhead out, check the fuel pump, because not the fuel pump, the water pump, so it's got a dicky water pump, so I'll put a new water pump in it, and check all the belts, make sure they're alright. Then I can leave it running for an hour or so, give it a good warm up, let it flush all the fluids through. And then from there, once I know everything's right, I can label everything in the engine bay, hoses, tubes, pipes, electrics and so on, and then completely strip the engine, take the engine and gearbox out, and then once the engine and gearbox is out, that'll give me more room inside the engine bay to change all of the hoses, check the radiators, check the relays, check all the wire and check all the loom. Once we've done all that, we can strip all the suspension components down, clean all that, sandblast it if we need to, get it repainted, put it all back together, put the engine back in once I've changed the clutch and give the engine a service, and then we're going to take it, and I think it's going to need a respray, but like I say, it hasn't been washed for probably 10 years. It hadn't been started before today for 5 years. It's just been sat. Yeah, look, you can see the shite on the tyres, look. It had just been sat basically in a tent on a couple of flags. So we're going to strip it right back, clean it right up, completely service it, put it all back together, and then job's a good one. So that's the new toy. And that's obviously the ECU in there. Hoses. So I'll have a look at the way it's done this. Fuel filter over there, yeah, strip all the back off and lift it out. Right, got a first look at the new Nemesis and seeing what we've got. Loads of rust. Actually, it's not loads of rust. Loads of bubbly paint is a better way of saying it. The engine is the same as I had, so we know how to change that. The gearbox is the same UN1 gearbox I had, so we know how to work that. The exhaust has actually been made a slightly simpler way, so that's easy enough. Take the exhaust off. I'm just going to give everywhere a good jet washing tomorrow now. I'm just going to put it to bed now. Yeah, I'm taking that and completely reusable the engine bay. New lines, scrub everything, polish it, paint it, put all that together brand new. So yeah, tomorrow will be a big jet wash, good scrub. Get a good look at it, see what needs to be replaced, see what needs to be rebuilt. Seems right.
Little button underneath.
And we'll give it a good hoover and valet and check all the insides out. So, yeah, it's basically we're going to strip it right back to the chassis and then rebuild it all. Right, calm down by you. Right, it's in. Connor's garage is loads wider than mine. I've got nowhere near this much space in my garage. If mine, literally right, if mine is up tight against that wall, I've got maybe about 10 inches less than this. and we can go over 10 inches, so we've got loads of space. So, I mean, it's not a lot, you know what I mean? We can get most of the work done inside, but for the major jobs we'll push it out onto the drive to get round it. But for things like stripping the suspension down, we do a side at a time. There's no problem sliding it over, jacking it up, putting it on a couple of stands, stripping all the suspension down on this side, reconditioning it all, cleaning it, painting it, priming it, sorting it all, put it all back together, check all the bushes, and then when we push the car out we can push it back up against this wall and do the other side. So that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Rather than doing the two on the front or the two on the back, do a side at a time. Gives us more space to work. So there you go, it's tucked up in bed. Tomorrow will be jet wash day, so we're going to have a big clean tomorrow. We're going to bring the hoovers over because he hasn't got one of those hoovers with a tube on and I have. So we'll bring the big hoover over. We'll get the jet wash on it, we'll cover it in soap, give it a good scrub, get it as clean as we can, scrub all the engine bay out with the jet wash, clean all the front clam out, and you'll have a better idea of what we're looking at then. Then we can start doing a shopping list, or well, a to-do list of what's to do first, then we go from there. But I think basically we've agreed we're going to work front to back. So start at the front, get everything fixed up at the front and all sorted, finish off with the engine removal and replacement, and then we'll do the interior. We're probably going to get someone to retrim the seats, because although we can drive a sewing machine, we're not that good. So we'll get some quotes on getting the seats retrimmed. I could just buy a new pair of alloys, new pair of seats and put them in. But if we did that, there's no guarantee that the seat mountings are going to match up and things like that. So while I've got the seats out, I can rip all the carpets out and have a look at them and maybe recarpet it. We'll see how it is. Until we get to that stage, we just don't know. But the main thing is it's home, it's in the garage, and we can start working on it.